We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run with Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Looking to throw on second down. George. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Off the bootleg, George. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Draw play, Elliott. Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And the return will stop right around the 25. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards that time at a Washington first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check the ball.
A first carry now for Thompson. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year. Franchise rookie record for Dallas en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll drop the throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now a dump off here complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice... Little gain.
10 more yards. Complete to Adrian Peterson. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 11-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. 2nd down and inches. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Trey Quinn, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
Yeah, and how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not shy about letting us know that, too.
Yeah, he got the best of both worlds. A good pickup there of 22.
First down, Dallas.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Elliott. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. On first down, George. He's going to let it go deep. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
They're going to need some therapy.
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Higgins. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Sit. Check. Check. Hot route. Hot. Hayward.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Trey Quinn with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year. But he's really on the uptick. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. That's caught once again by Gallup. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Come on, fellas.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Operating from the gun, George toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. Looking to throw. George. Strong coverage by Washington, and now fourth down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Maher is good. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop.
That's caught at the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
I got you. 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. I'm here all day. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Second and 3. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play here for Dallas. 63 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago. So we know nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. And this one complete to Reed. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Jordan Reed has it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run again with Peterson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They're going to look to throw. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. On first down, it's Peterson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Kill.
On second down now, it's Thompson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. On first and 10, George. He's going to loft one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play here for the Cowboys. 43 yards. Throwing on first down. George. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup. 43 yards. As his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 5. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 42 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate. Save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
On fourth down, George. Now a desperation throw deep. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Off play action, George. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. George. That's complete to Cobb. They give him a gain of 38. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use...
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And this will be recovered by the Redskins, and that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I can't believe they even let you play.
From the pistol, they run with Peterson. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Redskins, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for